Bomba clap. Right. I am Heidi ho. I'm a little bit late today because it was crazy traffic coming home from the gym. Let's run through this real quick. You will have noticed there, well, you won't have noticed because no one fucking watches these videos, but me in the future will have noticed that there was no video yesterday because I didn't do anything. Sat at the charts for 5 minutes and realized it was a waste of time. I felt horrendously brain foggy, so I didn't bother. Bomba clap. Right. Our screen. That's been swept when? Yesterday. This has been swept yesterday. That's fucking miles away. Market has already opened. There is this 4-hour gap on ES. Has been tapped into. There is this 4-hour gap on NQ that has been pickled like a pickle. Another one here that's been fucking filled. However, still not inversed. Sweet. Oh, 1 hour, please. That was the 1 hour. Okay, we've got sort of an SMT, a very slight SMT going on. We've got this 1 hour gap, bearish gap here. Okay. Highs, like that. This is kind of more relevant. Boom, boom, boom. My laptop's still a wee bit slow, which isn't great. Annoying, but hey ho. 15-minute. My previous day high is basically at this high here. Last high before shut the bed. 15-minute bearish. I'm not gonna mark that out considering it's basically this in line with this 1 hour order. Yeah. Pull this out. Relevant. London high hasn't been swept. Looks like Asia has during London. Yep, nope, it wasn't swept during London. It was swept right after Asia finished. London highs are obviously automatically laid out. Do I need to mark this? ICE still pretty bullish. Looking for longs. We'll mark this out obviously. 2 times that. 3 minutes on macro. Okay. Recent low, recent low. Interesting. Interesting. Let's see, I did mark on the wick. Okay, so that isn't just a wick. Okay. Oh, I look so fucking ginger. Oh no. I'm not ginger. I promise I'm not ginger. Golden hair. Okay. Cool. Mark out this. And sit tight. How much volume are we talking? Probably I'm gonna guess this is gonna be 70 handles. I was really wrong. It's 100. Still not an unbelievable amount of volume, which is always It's not always appreciated. Always a bad thing though. Lower volatility, lower risk, safer trading, but less probable is the problem. There is a little bit of news. At 10 o'clock, I don't think it will be much of an impact. Uh, the reason I didn't trade yesterday, I was fasting, and obviously your brain needs food to run on, unless you're in absolute fight or flight mode. But sitting at your desk doing fuck all doesn't really put you in fight or flight mode, so it puts you in conserve as much energy as possible mode. So I decided before I do some really stupid shit, I'll call it a day. I don't care if I would have made a trade. I don't care if I would have smashed out like the biggest earnings I've ever had. Tomorrow always comes. So if you're having a shit day, don't bother. Don't bother. Good days only. Optimizing for wins, not no, optimizing for as little losses as possible, not as many wins. You don't need that many wins. You just need far fewer losses. Is the 1 hour marked yet? Filled on both. Hmm. 4 hour? Daily. Oh, I didn't fucking work out what time it is. Or is that the 4 hour? Well, they're both 4 hours. Okay. I know what this one is. Yeah. Again, pretty bullish. I want to see at least this gets swept first. Because, I don't know, you could argue this has been tapped into, swept this. You could maybe say you can look for long straight away. What the fuck happened here? Whoa. Of course, market opens here. I'm actually gonna mark this out. This looks quite significant. Is my thing in the way? No. There we go. Move this a little bit smaller. Zero. There's the 25th of the 4th, 2025 at 2:48. $0. Wait a fucking minute. bullish SMT. Come up at this little high here for a market structure shift. What's this in hourly? Oh no, this is just the 1 minute. It looks quite big. I did want to see this get tapped into again. I'm actually willing to just call it there because we've had this down here, this SMT. Yeah, I think this is a significant enough SMT to run with. A lot of volume. Jumping around, jumping, hopping and skipping. Still not convinced. No, I'm gonna wait until this has been tapped into. Oh, cool. Is Trump speaking or something? Oh. Okay, this is something. This, I want this to be swept, this to be tapped into, this to be low, to be decimated, to be gone. I also want to see what happens at 10 o'clock. Here. Interesting. Yeah, news is not red folder, but it's not high impact news. I still kind of care. Hmm. I consider that a fair value gap. So fucking minuscule. Low, high, low, low, high, high, breaker. I would consider this enough liquidity swept. I think. Yeah, I'm convinced. I'm only convinced if this gets closed above, which is probably quite a distance. It's not that much. I would like to see a lot of displacement upward, a fair value gap above this, or no, in this area here. Something, a fair value gap of some sorts in between here and here. And it come above this high and close above that high. Preferably paired with a breaker. And if we can do that, A plus setup matches our bias. It's sweep liquidity. It's had a huge displacement. It's disrespected an order block. It's created a breaker. Okay, what more could you ask for? What more could you ask for? You could ask for this to be tapped into. That is something you could ask for. To be fair. You could also ask for it to be after news. I don't want to see no SMT shit either. Watch guys, I'm just gonna enter long right now just because why not? Oh, my back. You want to say magic trick? Might learn a new magic trick. Not learned one in a while. Yeah, I'm gonna learn a new trick. Oh, I think of a good one. I'll learn a good one. The ones I know so far are kind of wank, so I want a better one. Here's the top card. We're gonna put it on the top. Okay, we'll take it. We'll put it in the middle. I'm gonna snap my fingers. It's at the top. Oh my god. Mm-hmm. 20 minutes. Been recording for 20 minutes. God, this must be boring if you weren't me. This must be horrifically boring. Maybe I should put timestamps. That's never happening. I'm never putting timestamps. This is just my journal. I don't give a shit. That's what I'm saying. That's why you wait for news, even if it's not high impact. Look at that shit. Boom. High impact my ass. Low impact my ass even. Fuck off. It's not low impact. Well, I got the displacement I'm looking for. Does it count? Hard to say. Hard to say. Because, yeah, it fucking displaced. A lot. Like, great, yeah. Displaced a lot. So high. Wait, the fuck am I targeting now? Like, this has been swept on NQ. Obviously, it's not on ES. Is it gonna start breaking lower, or is it gonna? This is pretty close on NQ and not on ES. Tricky one, tricky one. Tell you what, I'll enter if it looks like it's gonna react off this breaker. If it taps into the fair value gap, not. Because like, where the fuck would my stop loss be? Yeah, up on the breaker. Nah, not interested in that. Where's this? Uh, hmm. This seems reasonable. Much more reasonable. This actually seems like a decent entry too. This isn't fucking yonks away. Hypothetically, if that was us, in. Let's see. If that was just in right now, no first TP, just full slammer. 500, 5 contracts here, 5 here. Actually, seems to have been respect. Yeah, you know what? That's actually an A plus setup I've just missed. That's like fucking A plus. Why did I wait till it come down here? Because it was never gonna come down here. If it was to come down here, that would just be invalid. Or not invalid, but a lot of displacement lower anyway, at least. Mm, is this a second chance? Second chance at redemption? Or is this my sign to not enter? This is my sign to not enter. Nah, that's my second chance. Right. Stop is going to be here at this breaker. And we're just going to go one whole ass TP. Just below the breaker. TP1 here. How many handles is that? 30 on the dot. I'll close 2 here. If it closes above, as soon as this is stopped out, I'm gonna move my stop loss here. As soon as that's closed above, or yeah, I'll move it here. So as soon as this high is closed above, or you know what, I'll just go swept. If it goes above, I'll move my stop just below, which is now already right on the low. TP1. Change that. Modify order. Rerun. Ooh, what if I just kept running this until ES sweeps? I'm gonna do that. That's just gonna keep getting ran until ES sweeps. Sweeps this one. Actually, no. I really need to learn to not flip flop, don't I? Is that the order block? Just above that high. If ES sweeps for some reason first, though, oh, I am out. Drill my no. Drill that to this fair value gap here. The bottom of this fair value gap is actually where it's supposed to be. I've done that before. I've trailed my stop far too aggressive, got stopped out, and then I went straight to my TP. So, be reasonable. That's why you move it ever so slightly below the high. Just ever so slightly. It doesn't matter. But order executed. Sweet. And let's say I did just leave it till ES. Let's see how many hands. We'll just keep dragging this out. Hindsight's sake, why not? Why not? Just a bit of fun. We'll keep dragging this out until ES gets swept. We'll see what happens.